This is Jesus Manuel Menagarza. I hope you have a super fabulous day. It's raining cats and dogs again here in Fort Worth. It's been raining for quite a while. For the last month and a half, it's rained about 90% of the time. It's pretty bad. Sort of feel like I'm in Seattle, where my sister-in-law lives. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about solar power, RV solar power specifically. I don't pretend to be an expert on solar power. I'm not an electrical engineer. I'm not a solar power expert. But I do know quite a bit from my research about solar power. Who are the better players in the field, and some that are pretenders and others that are just fabulous. They're very well known and they price their products accordingly. Like certain products like Victron aren't cheap. They're expensive. Certain products by Renogy aren't cheap. They're expensive. The list goes on and on. You know, Battle-Born batteries are not cheap. What are they? They're expensive. You can go cheap, or you can go expensive. You can go very nice and reputable, or you can go get some product that you've never heard about from some distributor you've never heard about, etc., etc. So there are a lot of options out there. So I'm going to be showing you my page here. This is my page, and I'll be leaving a link below to this page if you want to check it out. It is my J.M. Garza Photo and Video Plus RV and Travel Adventures page on Amazon. And it lists, and you can see myself there. I'm going to have a picture of myself, and as I scroll down, you can see some of the products I've been using, buying, my things that I've purchased and given my my review of. So I hope you like that. If you click right here, it says shop my favorite products. You'll go to my products that I suggest, and I've done a little bit of research on. And you can also follow this page by pressing this little button right here. Okay, I'm not signed in at this time, just so I can you won't have all my private information. Okay, so I'm going to click here on shop my favorite products. Again, this is a new page. I just started a couple days ago, so if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I've been filling it out with products that I have read about and I've seen and I've used that I find of a high quality. Okay, so here's the page that you go to. It's again JMM Garza Photo and Video RV and Travel Adventures. It's my two major YouTube sites, and I have stores essentially. I have one store here for RV solar power options. I've listed everything that I know and I've seen and I've done research on that is of a high quality. Okay, no products that I've never heard of that's been relabeled and rebranded. Okay, and I have Amazon electronics and more. These are stuff that I use around the house because I like to say, Alexa, turn on the lights in room number 1. Alexa, play some music, play some salsa music, and it can do that. Okay, so these are fun little relatively intrusive products that you might find interesting. Of course, I have my travel trailer must-haves list, plus a little bit extra stuff. And I have my social media and YouTube vlogging kits. I have tripods, monopods, action cameras, my DJI Osmo, I have Pocket 2 and other stuff like that. And this is Fun Times RVing, stuff like that. Fun Times RVing, stuff that you might want to get, extra stuff. And this is for all you guys out there that are professionals. My Sony professional kit that I've set up. If you want to spend $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, just click on that and you'll quite quickly be spending that much money on professional photography equipment. Of course, 90% of you folks out there just use your smartphones, which has those very intelligent digital algorithms that process photographs and make some photographs look really, really nice from those little puny little sensors. So those are very, very good. If you have the top of the line cameras, in those phones, you're set. Okay, but for the professionals who need to take those, have a super telephoto lens to shoot that picture of the tiger in the wild, because they don't want to get too close. They don't want to get munched on. You need a professional camera. Okay, if you want that super again super shallow depth of field, you need a professional camera. Okay. And of course, I need some stuff to wash my vehicles, my Subaru, my Chevrolet truck, and my soon-to-becoming travel trailer. Okay, so that's my page here. It's JMM Garza Photo and Video Plus RVing Travel Adventures. And of course, you can follow it by clicking up here. And you can go back to the page that you were at right there, okay? Or you can go back by going back over here, okay? So what are we talking about today? I'm going to be going over my list of RV solar power options, and I'm going to be rationalizing why they are on my list. There's a lot of people out there pimping products. You know, they get a solar power generator every other week, and they're saying this is the best thing in the world. And, you know, just like some RVers out there, there's this one guy who does truck and RV reviews, and he says it's huge inside, and it's like a 12-foot travel trailer. It's huge inside. They misrepresent information, and they're just trying to get hits, and they're just, you know, trying to get clicks. I understand that. I am a retired person with a decent income, and my wife makes a decent income, and I already have all kinds of incomes, so I don't need to bullshit you into buying stuff, okay? I'm just going to inform you from the best of my ability, and of course you have a brain, you can process this information, and you know, hey, this is a reputable product with a reputable, very nice reputation, okay? So I'm going to be talking about the latest solar power generator, as they call them, the Bluetti here. This is a very nice one. And of course you can click on it, it'll say Bluetti Portable Power Station ACP 200P 2000 watt solar power generator, okay? And you click on this one. This is a Jackery. This is a very nice unit. I really like this one. A lot of people have purchased this, and it's the Jackery Portable Power Station Explorer 500. And of course you need a ladder if you're going to do any sort of solar on your roof. You have a ladder in the back. Some of you do, some of you don't. If you don't have a ladder in the back of your travel trailer or RV, they don't want you going on the roof, because why? It'll probably crack. There are some cheap ass RVs out there, and I know them. I've seen them. They don't have any ladders in the back because they don't want you going on the roof and breaking the roofs because they're so delicate. They cheaped out on their roof, okay? So you need a ladder. Here's a very nice ladder that goes 12 foot 5 inches, and that's very nice. Here's something, I'm just going to try to keep this to like another 2 minutes, so stick with me for about another 2 minutes. I'll try to go over this list relatively quickly, okay? So here's a turn-a-bond tape. You use that to, if you have a tear in your roof in your middle of nowhere, you just get this tape, blammo, right on your roof, and you cover the hole, and you call it good until you can get it fixed in a better fashion. Or you can do it very nicely, just clean off your roof very nicely, and you can just use the turn-a-bond tape if you're a neat person. Of course, we have sealants, 1 or 2, tubes of sealant, and those clean, are good for any cracks. And if you're doing solar panels, you need hardware. Here's a tilt mechanism. It's an adjustable solar panel mounting bracket. And here's some more hardware. Less hardware, more hardware. And of course, you need a little clamp meter to check your, the voltage, etc., resistance and stuff like that. And this is a good one. I actually like this one quite a bit. I'm in the market. I'm saving my pennies so I can buy this one in about 3 months. After I receive my travel trailer, I'm going to wait about a month and order this and put it inside somewhere, maybe in the pass-through storage from RV. This is the upgraded version. This is the 200 amp hour plus. It's with the better BMS, the 200 amp BMS. Need some battery boxes, and of course Battleborn is big time, and they're big time price too. So if you want something very nice, again, all batteries, I'm talking all, 99% from what I understand, all lithium ion batteries, be they from Lithium Sonics or some Lithionics. I've heard one recently, and they're talking about how wonderful their pieces of equipment are. All the little cells or little packages are all Chinese. Okay, they're made in China, and most of the BMSs are made in China. So they just assemble it. So Battleborn and Ampere Time, they're all essentially Chinese parts assembled either in the United States or in China. So here's there's a battery shut-off switch, so you can shut off your 12 volt, and also included some AGM batteries and some battery boxes. Some adapters, for example, right here for if you have a Furrion, so you get a nice little adapter. And if you're going to do parallel connections, etc., you're going to need some battery cables. You don't want any thin cables, you want some big cables, and I would recommend before you connect one battery in parallel or in series to another, that you double check that you have the appropriate size cable. It's always better to have a fatter cable than a skinnier cable. I know that because I've seen those. About 6 months ago, I connected a cable and it just zip, melted really quick because it was so thin, like a dummy. I make mistakes too. Here's some books, and of course, there's a nice little kit. A Bouge RV. Bouge RV is a pretty reliable company. They have little kits here for, setting up your rooftop solar. And of course, I have cable by Windy Nation. And Windy Nation's an excellent, excellent company. Here's some more, clips and stuff like that. And here's a gland. That's what they call those things, glands for your rooftop solar. And here's some, for if you're doing parallel connections. I also listed some of the major brands for, what do you call those things? Clean sine wave inverters. They come in various flavors, 250, watt to 3,000, 5,000 watts, okay? And of course, they have some excellent brands. Samlex is excellent. Magna Energy is excellent. Of course, we all know about Go Power, and the list goes on. Xantrex. These are all big time players, not puny players, big time players in the inverter market, and they're very reliable. Of course, we do need an MPPT charge controller to take care of businesses, and they come in all kinds of configuration: 10 amp, 20 amp, 30 amp, 40 amp, 50 amp. The list goes on and on and on. So you have to determine, of course, you know this, you have to determine how many amps do you need, how many watts you're going to need on your solar system. And this one is a nice kit right here. I really like it. This one I'm considering purchasing myself. It's $170. It's by EP-Ever, 40 amp, and it's good for a 12 volt system. It includes a little display, which is very nice, a little remote display. And of course, the best on the market, if you can afford it, they have stuff you can spend thousands upon thousands of dollars configuring a system with Victron. They have various, charge controllers, MPPT, multiple power point tracking charge controllers. Very nice. A+. I would love to have that stuff. And of course, Ames makes stuff. The list goes on. And this is EP-Ever. And I don't know how to say it. EP-Ever? Do you say EP-Ever? And of course, Renogy, very reliable. We have portable solar panels. We have solar panels that you put on your roof with a basic little PWM charge controller. Very basic. HQSD, excellent reputation. So we have some Dokio. That's a new brand, but they also have an excellent reputation. And these are all systems. Of course, another Jackery over here. The list goes on and on and on. And you can just get a couple panels and call it good. Bouge RV, 180 watts solar panels. Very nice. So if you have any questions, suggestions, comments regarding my choices, feel free to contact me. My name is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Feel free to check what I have to offer during Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day. Yeah, go to my site. I would greatly appreciate it because I can use a couple clicks here and there and a couple dollars here and there. Again, in advance, thank you very much. You can start your search here and go wherever you want. If you're doing some shopping for Amazon Prime Day, and they're actually 2 days. I don't know why they call it just day. They're 2 days. And, you can get, certain things at, the typical retail price. Or you can get it with 10% off. Or you can get it with 20% off. Or you can get it 30%. If you see right next to the discount, say, you look next to it and say, hey, this is giving me 50% discount. Hey, you're going to buy that. This is only giving me 5%. I'll think about that one. You're going to jump on certain discounts because if you've done your research and you know that those solar panels, that charge controller, that portable power station usually sells for $500, but now it's $300. You're going to go, wow, I'm going to jump on that deal on Amazon. Okay? Again, not always, typically prices on Amazon are cheaper than your chain RV stores or your mom and pop RV stores. They charge an arm and a leg. They got you as a captive customer. You just bought your RV. They're going to say, hey, you need this. Hey, buy this. Why? We can install it. Of course, we can charge you $150 an hour to install this. We're very nice people. So you have those options. You can order ahead of time when you're buying an RV or doing some modifications currently on your current investment. You can buy some stuff on Amazon. And I would greatly appreciate if you start your search on my page here, okay? I'm going to leave links in the description. And again, thank you very much ahead of time. Again, thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. This is a modest YouTube channel. It's only been around for a year and a half. And please leave your kind and super friendly comments about these products and your experiences buying these products. You can say, hey, I hated that product. It exploded immediately, and I'm not very happy about that, okay? Or you can say, hey, it worked like a charm. I've had it for 2-3 years. I absolutely love it, okay? And if you have the time, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/jmmgarza, and also check out my photography and video site. It's rvta.myportfolio.com. Thank you very much. From Fort Worth, Texas, wishing you a happy holiday, a happy Amazon Prime Day. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.